Traveling Arena, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Hopefully everybody's doing alright. This is another Know Before You Go. I'm your man, Joe Pierce Spider, and as usual, here to drop off some knowledge for you travelers. Today, let's talk about heat restrictions. And if you ask, what's a heat restriction? Well, I'm about to tell you. For those of you that take the trains, the commuter rail or Amtrak or whatever your local train service is, throughout the summertime you may come in and you see something like delay and lateness on your trains. That's because, well, man is dealing with the bad elements. And by that I mean, in the heat, what happens is the rails, the metal, they begin to swell a little bit, and they're not as straight. Well, for the most part, not as straight as they normally are. I mean, trains still can run over them. However, they're not allowed to do what's called track speed. Just think of it as a speed limit on the street. Let's say if you're allowed to do, let's say 65, track speed would be something, I'll just make up a number like 80. So a train that gets something called a Form D or train order, depending on the railroad. But anyway, it's just a little sheet of paper with a heat restriction on it, meaning the train can only go but so fast over this track, from point A to point B. I mean, heat restriction can cover a small section of the track, or it can be, who knows how long. But in any case, a train will operate, however, it operates at a slower speed, meaning, let's say instead of going 80, now it has to go 60. Now with that in mind, obviously, train's going to lose a little bit of time, especially if it hits a couple areas where there's heat restrictions here and there. So throughout your summer travel, please anticipate the possibility of being late. And I do say the possibility because trains could make up time and also lose time en route. Just like you traveling on the interstate or whatever, you can gain time, you hit traffic, you lose some time, then you gain time, it frees up. So don't sit there and think, oh, heat restrictions, so I could just show up to the station just a little bit later. The train's going to be late anyway. That may not always be the case. I mean, hey, that train could come, let's say if your train's supposed to depart at 7:10, get there early. It's not going to hurt. You go there, you relax, you unwind, you're not in any rush. I mean, train's late, but you're already there, and you're not rushing to get there at the last minute. I mean, you anticipate lateness, but at the same time, don't get to your train stations late just because you think the train's late. The train may not be late. May not be a heat restriction. Could be not. Or even if there is, like I said, train gonna make up time en route. Who knows? Heat restrictions. Oh shit, it's hot up in here. But yeah, like I said, this is going on all summer. All railroads go through it. Doesn't matter if it's Amtrak or your state commuter railroad, freight railroad. I mean, all railroads go through it. When you got to battle Mother Nature and the elements, you can only do but so much. So, when you see your train being late, this could be one of the many reasons why it's happening, heat restrictions. So please, with all diligence, do not think come late. Again, do not think come to your station late. Come on time. Actually a little bit early. But we will get you there from point A to point B and back to point A again. Just have some patience. Most important thing is we want to get you there safe. Because without heat restrictions, if a train goes over a track and that track's a little mangled or whatever, when it derails, we've got another problem on our hands. So please, be patient. And with that, I just wanted to go ahead and make this short video and make you commuters well aware of how come trains are late, how come they arrive late, how come they depart late, You know, instead of you always asking the crews and always asking the staff, you know, why are you late? Why are you late? Heat restrictions, you know, throughout the summertime is one of the main reasons why. So have patience. We'll get you where you gotta go. Thank you for choosing the railroad as your preferred method of transportation. I will see you on the next video. Spider out.